and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
Did you mean slides?
Is that what that said? I couldn't read that word. I think I'm dyslexic, dude.
Dude, I was getting the same way. I was getting good because I would like put a word that's not even there sometimes.
Dude, yeah, it's I feel like I've done that, definitely. Freaking, it's like when you get on a roll, it's like you just keep going. But yeah, I feel that.
All right, here we go.
I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Almost ready
yeah,
to listen to in Discord. Yeah, it's lagging.
Is it lagging?
Yeah.
Damn it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Rooster? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Rooster, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision?
You will be put to fire at the stake for making Sayori cry.
When it's like this. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring them to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Rooster, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah.
Sharing your stream, by the way.
Thanks. Thanks, bro. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Rooster, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Save.
Save it?
Just in case you want to go back way later and try to get different endings and stuff, just have this, maybe save it on like a late page or something so you don't overwrite it or something. Like,
okay.
Do it on page 7 or something as well. Have a...
I just overwrited. I did it really quick.
Yeah, just later, just keep that one a thing. So I'll just keep making new saves.
I feel it.
They give you a lot of pages. Alright, I'm not going to help you with this part.
Alright.
This is all for you.
Let's go with Sad Boy Pain.
Well, who are you trying to impress right now?
Myself.
I know, but this poem is you're trying to write a poem to impress one of the girls right now.
It's gonna impress somebody.
Okay, touche.
Freaking. Let's go with nature. Starscape. This is like gonna be a poem created by an AI that has like fucking tripped out on shrooms 5 times and has depression for the last 15 years. Alright, let's go. Excitement, unrestrained, time. I like time. Boop. Alright. Massacre?
When you click a word, look at their chibis. You'll see who you impress.
Ah, okay, I see that. I see that. I saw suicide there. That was just a little too dark. A little too dark. Can't make a. This is an anime game.
That's not even close to how dark this game gets.
Let's go with happy words now.
The lag's not unbearable, but it does skip a little bit. And it seems like I'm louder, it's a little bit louder than you.
Dang.
My mic.
I wonder if my settings are still the same. I wonder if I have to make the music a little bit. Oops, I didn't mean to do that actually.
Oh no, it was me who was louder. Unless you're talking about your stream settings.
Oh, okay. Doki Doki. Contamination. That sounds crazy. I'll go with that. Tenacious D. Vertigo's a good movie.
Doki Doki means heartbeat in Japanese.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that. That's dope. Bouncy. Unstable. Incapable. Wrath. Portrait. Hi again, Rooster. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rooster.
Fucking.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rooster always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. It's so... You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Rooster can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, sorry. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
Oh yeah, it's day 2. After each poem, it's the next day.
What is it? Yeah, I know that. Like, it makes sense, because, you know, it's like they meet every day, you know, or after school. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't
slacking.
Yeah, right? Fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Meta!
Right? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Fuck.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Rooster? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone who wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then, suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're mad. They're made out to be naive. Made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand that Yuri means about what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel it present over my shoulder as I read.
John.
It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comfortable. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
She's looking at that dick! Sorry, I'm ruining the game, I'm sorry.
So sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. The way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it slips to her side. But in holding it like this, we are huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I can turn it on by my own volition. We continue the first chapter. Right. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side, as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment.
Oh, his mannerism.
But Rooster, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
I really wish it wasn't lagging though. I'm listening through Discord. This would be a great stream if it wasn't lagging.
I know.
You're doing really good. It's legit entertaining. It's not just because I know you. If I came across this, I'd stick around. But...
Thanks, man. That means a lot, actually. Freaking.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna try and share it. I'm gonna try and share my stream to my Twitter.
I feel like, is there any way? Is it still too high? Can you drop it below 720?
I can.
I know that sounds shitty, but with this game you might need to, just because it is skipping and it goes quiet a little bit.
All right, I think I can drop it to lower to 480, I guess.
I know that just seems so bad,
right,
but I don't know what else to do. Can you change your bitrate in that? Do you have more settings in there?
I don't have too many settings in the
If you can, tell me what you got. You might save in case the game cuts out or whatever. I just say make a new slot, and then
yeah, here, empty slot here.
And then just, I guess you have to cut it, but when you restart it, just make sure... Tell me the other settings you got before you drop it to, 480.
Alright, let me...
That's a lot. 480 is the last resort. We're gonna troubleshoot this real quick.
Alright.
Fucking okay.
Because I'm just using GeForce Experience, so there's not too
I
many...
know. I know there's not much, but let me know what there is, and then later we're gonna get you on OBS or Streamlabs, and we're gonna
oh, I can do the bitrate. What should I put the bitrate at?
What's it at right now?
It's at in between 4 and 5.
Whoa, that's pretty high. Yeah, you need a really good internet for that. Drop it to like 2500 and leave it at 720.
So I should put it between 2 and 3. Because it's a weird
That's
bar.
all,
Yeah, it's like it goes 1 through 9.
3.
And so if you think it's like 2500, then I'm guessing each one's 1000.
Yeah, put it low.
Alright, I'll put between
game.
2 and 3, or like closer to 2. Alright,
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop
a little
broadcasting.
closer to 2. I stream at 2500 bitrate, and if you've ever seen mine, they look okay.
Okay.
As far as like